What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? I should have saved this green jacket for St. Patrick's Day. We're what, a few weeks, 10 days away, 8 days away from St. Patrick's Day. I should have saved it. I mean, I still could wear it, so maybe I will. But with that said, we have a couple of news stories, a lot of questions, so let's just dive into the tech news. First up, we got our story about the trade-in for the Galaxy S22 Ultra that I purchased. As you know, when you buy a Samsung phone, especially directly through Samsung, they offer you some generally good trade-in values. And if this is your first time doing it, or you're multiple times doing it, it's kind of all over the place in terms of when you do send it. Sometimes it's really smooth. You send it in, and then, a few days later, they give you the cash back off your credit card and they don't charge you for it. Or you send it in and they kick it back to you because something's wrong about the phone, something's more damaged about it than you said. Sometimes I've heard horror stories of people saying Samsung said they never received it, even though it shows delivered, and it just got lost in the mail and they're SOL and they don't even get any trade-in values. Well, I want to talk about my experience, because my experience was actually really, really smooth. I shipped it last week and I got an email yesterday in the morning saying that they received the phone that I traded into them, which was the Galaxy S21 Ultra. And then literally hours later that same day, they said it was good and that the trade-in is complete. I think that was probably the fastest trade-in experience that I ever had with Samsung. So it's looking good for most people, I hope. So if you traded in your phone, figure it out with Samsung very, very quickly. You don't have to go through a long process of waiting for them to look it over and this and that. Mine was super fast, fastest it's ever been. I'll be curious in the comments down below to let me know how it was for you guys, or if it hasn't even, if they have received it and it's been days since they did anything with it. Let me know that as well. Next up is a major exploit that's going on in Linux, which is an operating system which Android piggybacks off of, and it's pretty big and it's potentially really, really scary because it can inject code into your phone and basically take over full control of it. And it's currently, at the time of making this video, able to hurt Pixel 6 phones and also Galaxy S22 phones. And you can check for yourself based off of, if you go to your settings on your phone and then go into, especially on a Galaxy phone, go into About Phone at the bottom and then go into software information, you should see the kernel version. And your kernel version, if it's higher, the first couple numbers, mine says 5.10. If it's higher than 5.8, which 5.10 is, then you are potentially in a bad situation, unless they've put out a new security update that patched that hole. But right now, it's as easy as going into an app. It's not all apps, obviously. It's going to be apps that are bad apps. You're not going to get this from, say, like Instagram. But it's as easy as just giving permissions to an app, and then they can inject code into your phone and take control of it, or spy on you or do some crazy stuff. Supposedly, the Pixel has been patched. I haven't received an update within, I think the last time was about a month maybe, since I received an update, or at least weeks. So I don't think my specific one is patched, but rollouts for the security updates are coming. So when you do see those or you do hear about them, check your phones to get those installed so that it patches up that potential security threat. Thanks for watching. Your question of the day is, I know it's early and some of you just got your phones, but which phone are you looking forward to the most the rest of this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Even if you're not going to watch it, maybe you're just curious about what it's going to be all about, or what it's going to look like, or how good or bad it's going to be. Let me know. I think the two phones for me are definitely the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and the Pixel Notepad phone, which is their Pixel Fold phone. Those are the phones that I'm most looking forward to, and maybe something I'm not even thinking about or even know that's coming out yet. Maybe that will end up taking over the seat. But right now, those are the two phones that I'm most looking forward to. Without further ado, let's get into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that. First question comes from Anton. Do you know when Samsung's original screen protector will go on sale? No, I haven't heard anything about their original screen protectors going on sale. I guess you want theirs because you think theirs is the best, which maybe it is, but I think the difference between theirs and somebody else's is so minimal. I would probably just go with somebody else's at probably half the price probably too. Willie D3 says, would you put a pop socket on your tablet? Yeah, so the iPad mini I did. Any other tablet like the Z Fold, the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, I feel like it's too big for that. I wouldn't be against trying it, but I haven't tried it. I don't think it's that bad. I don't know. I don't think it will stay. I think it'll be too heavy and rip it off, because I know I've been having issues with my pop sockets falling off on my phone, on my Z Fold 3. Didn't on the Z Fold 2, Z Fold 3 it is. And yeah, so I would assume it's probably gonna have the same problem on that tab. New York's finest, will our Ultra get the March update? I'm still on January. It should. I don't see why it shouldn't. I'm gonna say yeah, you should. Buddhist Elder says, if the Fold 4 has the same specs as the S22 Plus, then why isn't it maybe $200 more than it? It all has to do with the build of the phone. Obviously, you have this hinge, that's completely different. Making the phone is gonna cost more. It has two displays. It has this display and it has the one on the front. The one on the front is absolutely huge. It's just a completely different phone. It has nothing to do with really the specs so much. Marcel Allen says, question, does your cell phone have to be unlocked? If so, AT&T can give unlock code. I know because I got the code, but I didn't have a new SIM card to put in the phone, so I just write the code down and send it with the phone, asking just in case I trade in my Z Fold 3 for the Z Fold 4. No, your phone does not have to be unlocked. It can be carrier locked when you trade it into Samsung. It doesn't matter which phone it is. Tactical Tim says, I'm having trouble getting my 4-month free premium version of YouTube. Any help? A little vague, Tim. So I don't know exactly what the issue is. If you could reach out to me on Twitter at Greggles TV, and I'll try to help you on there. Yeah, reach out to me there. Edgar says, if I change my wallpaper to something else, will my theme icons change as well on my S22 Ultra? Thank you, love the content. I don't think they will. I think all that stuff should stay the same. So if you just change the wallpaper, you should be okay. Lionel says, hey Greg, have you got an update for the S22 Ultra? I still haven't gotten an update ever since I got my S22 Ultra, and I'm on Verizon. Do you know why they haven't pushed any updates? I still don't have the update. I've heard back and forth. Some people get it, some people don't. Some people in other countries get it, some people don't. When will you get it? It has to happen soon. It's been forever. Maybe they're delaying it because of this exploit. They heard about this exploit and they held back on some stuff, and they're gonna push something out through that, but I haven't heard anything. Abid says, why my S20 Ultra has downgraded. The moon photography looks like rubbish. After update, phone feels slow and laggy. I haven't followed up too much on the S22 Ultra. Camera quality, I never really, the camera does take some nice photos. Up close it didn't. There was things about the S22 Ultra I just didn't like with the camera. It was a little bit of a disappointment. As for your camera not taking good moonshots, I haven't heard anything about that. If I were you, I'd probably reset the camera settings. If you press and hold on the camera icon, go to info and then go to clear data. It's gonna reset all your settings that you have set up there, so be forewarned. But that should hopefully try to help what you're having with an issue. Aaron Bowen says, do you think the Fold 4 will have a brighter display more than the Galaxy S22 Ultra? I end up trading the Fold 3 for the Ultra because of the brighter display. Thanks for the videos up there. Enjoy your content and you putting out. Thank you so much. Do I think, I think it'll have, will it have a brighter display than the S22 Ultra? I don't think so. Will it have a brighter display than the Z Fold 3? I do think so. But brighter than the S22 Ultra, I doubt it. And our last question comes from Randleman. I chose to forgo using my $250 credit when pre-ordering S22 Ultra. I've had my phone for 2 weeks now. Should I have received a coupon from Samsung? I don't believe you can use it anymore. You'd have to reach out to them. Maybe they'll give you some kind of deal. Otherwise, I'm almost pretty sure that you have to use it right then and there. If you don't, you lose out. Just like me, I only used about 150 bucks of it, because I accidentally only bought Buds. I wanted to get the 45-watt charger and something else, and for whatever reason just didn't go through. So I'm with you. I missed out on about 100 bucks. So I think you're SOL. Thanks so much for your question, guys. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question, and we'll see you down the road. Don't forget about our contest, and don't forget about those scammers that keep putting comments under your thing with WhatsApp and Telegram to message them there. I don't ever say that, and I don't even do that, so don't forget about that. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.